guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be continuing on with our self-taught series, and today we're going to be painting a self-portrait. I clearly love a good self-portrait. As you can see here, I've drawn a lot of self-portraits over the years. They've all been digital. I don't really do them physically because I'm a digital girl, but we're changing that today and we're drawing and painting a self-portrait. I love to draw in like a cartoony type of style, so I will be doing that here, and that's all I have to say. So let's go ahead and get into the art. Alright guys, getting right on into it. This is my inked cartoony version of myself. I don't know why I wrote my name like that. I guess I was feeling funky. I don't know. I think I kind of hate that, but it's okay. I still painted it anyway. I was trying to be fancy and special and it ended up looking ugly. But that's not important. What's important is that I just continued and I finished a self-portrait, right? But I clearly love a good self-portrait. I showed you guys like 8 of them just now. And I've probably done those over the past 3 years. I feel like I tend to do at least 2 self-portraits a year, and I think that's really cool because I can always go back and look, and it kind of helps me step back and like see how I've changed, and also see like how my art style has changed and developed, and how I view myself and how that's changed and developed. And also I feel like you can tell, like you can see my hair growing over the years. Like if you go back and look at that very first little self-portrait that I just posted up on the screen, my hair was like up my ears because it was that short. And you know, I think that's so cute and cool that I can actually see my physical growth, my art style growth, and just, you know, maybe a little mental growth also, like just with how I see myself, how I draw myself, how I am reflected back. But I do love to keep like a cartoony style. I love, like, you could see how I've gotten into the big eyes, the eye bags over time. I always give myself the same facial expression, which is my resting face, which I am team resting sad face. I just have naturally downturned lips, so I always have a kind of sad face if I'm not smiling, which I am often, but if I'm just resting, I do have a sad face. And growing up, people would always tell me, "Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm like, I'm just sitting here existing. Why are you asking me if I'm okay? But it was just because of the way I look. But I think this one is really cute because I gave myself a little sweater that says 26 because I'm now 26, and that's crazy. I can't believe it. But one thing I do think is really funny that you could see throughout all my self-portraits is that my hairstyle has been basically the same. I am a middle part till I die type of girl. Ever since I started my locks, I started them with a middle part, and I've been riding this middle part out, girl. In every single self-portrait, I have the same hairstyle. And you know, that's kind of iconic, but also kind of makes me want to do something different. Don't let me get a pair of scissors because I will start chopping away. But I think that's hilarious actually, and the way that I draw the hair is the same. I kind of have like a little routine, a method to drawing my hair. I've shown you like some of my self-portraits, but I'm sure I have more, because I've definitely drawn myself very colorful. And well, you saw me when I drew myself purple, but I've drawn myself like yellow and all kinds of colors because I just think that's fun. I love playing around with colors and skin tone and all that jazz. I did not do that for this piece here because I want to work on my browns and getting my browns right. You can't see it, but I did have a little piece of scrap paper where I tested out a few different shades of brown, and I like set my finger next to it and I tried to get as close to my shade as possible. And I think I did a pretty good job. You guys are gonna have to let me know down below if I should have added a little bit more this or that color to try to really achieve my skin tone. I feel like it comes across pretty okay on camera too. It looks a little orangey to me here, but that might just be like the lighting, because I'm looking at the actual picture and it's pretty like dried down. It's pretty like neutral, and I feel like I'm a pretty neutral girl. You're gonna have to let me know what you think about that. And I love to give myself little blushies like I did here. Maybe I should have let it dry down before I did the blushies, because they did spread like to my whole bottom half of my face, the pigment spread. But I didn't go back over it. I didn't fix it because I think I like it. It looks kind of cool to me. See, I look like, I don't know, I look like I've been punched in the face, but I don't know. I like it. I kept it. It's character. It's something that I'm going to look back on and be like, yeah, that was cool. I'm glad I did that, because I'm doing that now. So I know I'm going to do that later. And another similarity to that I tend to have is that I tend to wear the same clothes. So in my self-portraits, you see a lot of times I'm wearing a gray top or like a sweater, which is like, that's exactly what I'm wearing right now. That has not changed. You cannot pry gray and green from my cold dead hands. But I think it's really funny that here I'm not wearing green or gray. My background isn't green, it's pink. You know, I'm switching it up. I'm definitely like in a more like magenta type of era. I love green. I'm a green girl till I die. But I also love like magenta, and I tried to reflect that in my background and in my name. I made it like pinky, which I think is cute. I think that's really cute. Another similarity between my portraits that I've noticed is that the way that I do my nose is the same. I like learned how to draw my nose and I stuck to it. It's like the little 3 humps at the bottom and kind of like the tip of a triangle at the top. That's how I like to draw my nose. That's what I feel like it looks like when you look at the basic shapes of my nose. So that's how I like to convey it. And I also like to make my nose like a darker shade of brown, just like how I do my eyes and my eye bags. And I'm sticking to that too. I feel like that's a part of my art style. But speaking of eye bags, if you notice here, one of my eyes, I messed up with the inking of my eyes and I didn't go all the way. So when I painted it, I just kept going. Like I didn't even think about it. And then I realized that I basically like just skipped part of the white space like under my eyes. So you'll see in a little bit, I did go in with a acrylic paint pen and I just did a little line right there, just went right over it, because I have white in my palette, but I just didn't think that it was going to be able to cover well enough. Maybe if I had like a white pen, I would have used that instead, but I just had the acrylic pen marker, so I just went ahead and used that to cover up the part of my eye bag that I messed up. And you can still see it, like it's still a little darker, but I do think it looks better than just how it looks right now, which is like my eye looks deformed. But you know, it's alright. It's cool. It's something that makes me think and realize that I need to pay more attention to how I'm lining and inking. But yeah, everything else is pretty simple, pretty basic. My hair's black, always been black. I dyed it once. I dyed my locks once. They had like red tips. I had red tips. and I didn't keep it in for that long, so I don't even know if I even did a self-portrait with my hair like that. I might have actually done one. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I did, and I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna try to put it on the screen. But yeah, so my tips were red at one point, but it was only a few months, and then I ended up dyeing them back jet black because I am a retired hair dye girly. In high school, I used to dye my hair all different colors, like any color you could imagine. I probably dyed it except for blue. I never did blue because I was doing research, obviously, because I was dyeing my hair myself, by the way. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos on it, and a lot of people would say that blue is really hard to get out your hair and all kinds, and I didn't want those problems because I knew that I was probably going to want to change my color relatively quickly because I was doing that pretty often. But I did purple for a while. I really liked purple. I might have to go back to that one of these days, but that's not going to be anytime soon. I am enjoying the jet black bust down. That's what I like to call it, my middle part jet black bust down. That is what I've been calling it since my hair has been up to my ears. So it's not a length thing. It's just a me thing. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying watching me go through and paint this one. I tried to get some different angles. Let me know how you feel about the different angles I've been doing. I'm trying to figure out my recording and filming style and different techniques, and just playing around with it. So you guys are gonna have to let me know down below what you think. And also, I want you guys to let me know, if you guys like to draw self-portraits or not, and if so, how often do you do them? Let me know. And also, a little off topic but pertinent to the video, this shirt that I'm wearing, I love this shirt so bad. It says "Till Death We Do Art," and it's like, heck yeah. I thrifted this shirt, obviously. I am a tank top queen. Tank top till I die. Tank top in the winter, tank top in the summer, tank top in the spring, tank top in the fall. I just will add layers if it's cold, and I'll take off layers if it's hot. I don't know, I feel like that's something that I've started wearing more recently. I've always been a crop top girly. I don't know if I'm ever gonna grow out of that. I'm getting older and I'm like, does my style need to evolve? And I'm like, I mean, it will as I get older, I guess, as things change. It will evolve, but I just like the way this looks. I'm a small top, big pant girl. That's my fashion combo that I like to wear. I feel like that's the most flattering on my body. But yeah, I did forget to give myself some necklaces, and my nose ring, which I didn't know which side to do it on, because it's like, is it mirrored or is it not? So I just mirrored it, I guess. But I did add that in, and I did try to color it, but I don't know, I think the color paint that I was using was just not the best color for on top of the blue. So I probably could have built it up over a couple of layers, but I'm not doing that crap. So I just kind of did it as a shadow, and I just kept it as just some chains, because I will wear a few layers of chain. And yeah, this is it. This is her. You see how the cheeks have spread. You see the white that I covered up. I guess the brown that I covered up with white. But yeah, this is the final self-portrait. I'm pretty happy with it. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you think. If I should have did more layers, something different. If you hate it, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I am dancing here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.